Right now on KOMU-8 News.
Slick sidewalks, covered cars, plows are out and about, but
no sudden steering, no sudden braking.
From young to old.
We get to throw snowballs in each other's faces.
Until they come and shovel and that, we can't get out.
Mid-Missourians are dealing with the winter blast. Schools are canceling class yet again, and Rosie says we're not in the clear with bitter cold on the way. Your KOMU-8 News winter storm coverage starts right now. Well, of course, the storm is over and the cleanup is happening at this hour. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jem Reek.
And I'm Brittany Pieper. We have reporters out on the roads as Mid-Missouri digs itself out. But first, let's send it over to Rosie, talking about the really cold temperatures headed our way.
Thanks very much, guys. Yes, now that we have the snow kind of out of the forecast, we've got to talk about what's coming directly behind it. We didn't talk about the cold, including our next chance of precipitation. I'll give you more details coming up in just a few minutes.
Rosie, that is a forecast for sure. As plows clear main routes, rural roads are often on the back burner. Crews in all mid-Missouri counties face a challenge. KOMU-8's Meredith Allbear is live from the Kingdom of Callaway with an update there.
This county road is one of many to see the plows today. Now, as you can see here, there's snow drifts up to 3.5 feet here. I'm standing in this drift here. The county has 13 trucks and 11 road graders. Now, each plow driver has about 80 to 100 miles to cover. Despite the large amount of ground each driver has to cover, Callaway County Commissioner says they're doing a pretty good job of keeping up with the roads. Callaway County road crews have a lot of ground to cover.
We have 820.
The Callaway County Commissioner's Office says residents in Callaway can report any roads that still need to be cleared to road busters, and you can find that number on our website at KOMU.com. Reporting live in Callaway County, Meredith Allbear, KOMU-8 News.
Some people decided to venture out on the roads today. Here is a look of MoDOT's map of road conditions. MoDOT crews continue to treat the roads and caution drivers to slow down because there still might be some slick spots, especially on those bridges and overpasses.
A lot of people, you know, when they're driving slow and lanes look like they're clear, could have a glaze on them. And even though we have material on it, it may look like the lane is clear with tracks in it. And people just need to know that when snow blows across it, it creates a glaze on the asphalt, and that can cause slick conditions.
Another concern is the sun melting the dry, fluffy snow that we've had. Williams says that the melted snow can refreeze on the roads, especially with the temperatures dropping into the single digits tomorrow and Friday.
Columbia Neighborhood Services tried recruiting volunteers to shovel sidewalks, but by the looks of areas identified as problem sites, no volunteers made it out today. KOMU-8's Morgan Huber is live to show us the problem.
I am at the intersection of Windsor Street and College Avenue in Columbia. And as you can see by this sign, this is usually a popular spot for bicyclists. Today, she would not comment on why problem spots such as this one were not yet cleared. Reporting live in Columbia, Morgan Huber, KOMU-8 News.
If you're looking for the garbage truck, it might be coming tomorrow. The city of Columbia says Tuesday and Wednesday garbage routes will be delayed until Thursday. The curbside collection for recyclables are canceled for the rest of the week, but will continue on the normal schedule next week. The city may also have to push back Thursday's collection date to Friday, depending on how quickly they can handle tomorrow's collection.
Columbia is following through on its new rule to tow cars parked on priority roads. Workers started towing cars at 5 this morning and worked all day. Priority roads are marked with signs warning drivers their cars will be towed when 2 inches of snow has fallen yesterday. Public Works put warnings on windshields of cars parked on the priority roads. We were there today as cars were being towed and the drivers weren't happy about it. Workers say keeping the roads open is necessary.
They need to get plows down through these so that we can keep emergency units running on these streets around here and stuff. So they unfortunately call us out and we have to move all the cars on the street.
I mean, I saw the signs a couple weeks ago, but I didn't think they were actually serious because where are we supposed to park if we can't park on the street?
The city rotates which towing companies are called in. The city can't tell us how many cars it towed, but did say workers were swamped. This is the first time the city has enforced the towing. Public Works did not tow cars earlier this winter.
Columbia senior citizens have been dealing with the effects of this week's snowstorm just like everybody else, and some of them say they've been too scared to leave their houses because they fear falling. Hanover Estates is a senior living community in Columbia that houses people 55 years old and older. Barbara Griffin is blind and has had to adjust because of the weather. She has a helper visit 4 hours a day who does things that she can't do in the house. Her helper has not been able to visit the last 2 days, making life a little rougher.
Every time I see my knee surgeon, the last thing he says when I go out the door, watch out for the ice. But you know, we've just been socked in all weekend.
Griffin says other Hanover Estates neighbors who need oxygen tanks got extra oxygen over the weekend in case their providers couldn't get back to them. She says it's important for people in her community to think and prepare ahead of time.
Columbia Public Works says most primary and secondary roads are now clear of snow, but snow plows are turning to the residential roads. Snow still covers most neighborhood streets littered with parked and stranded cars. Public Works is asking drivers to move their cars so they can plow. We found a neighbor who agrees.
There's a lot of parking on the streets. Probably makes it really hard for the plow to get. So I bet it's few days plus before they see a plow here.
Crews from other city departments will help Public Works with the cleanup.
3 days at home, Columbia kids cooped up with no school again. How families are combating that cabin fever.
Plus another Southwest Airlines story in Missouri. Right airport, wrong turn.